Hi, this is David Cogswell. I'm here with James Rodriguez, President and CEO of Atlas Voyages. We are on the World Navigator in Chilean Patagonia, and this is Insider Travel Report. Hello, James. How are you, sir?
Doing very well. It's an exciting day today. The naming of our ship, second ship. It's an exciting day for everyone.
And yesterday was the naming of another ship, right?
Yes, our World Traveler, our brand new ship. We just named her with our godmother in the Pia Glacier, which was spectacular. I just can't, I'm still a little overwhelmed by the scenery. It was almost like set in a movie set. So beautiful.
It really was. It was overwhelming, I must say. And this too, these environments are just, you can't be unmoved by this. So you took on this role August 1st, and well, let's talk a little bit about. I guess we've covered this event pretty much. What else can we talk about with this event?
Well, I think it's a milestone in the company's history. This brand was created in late 2019, and unfortunately, world events, the pandemic, going to put the company on pause. So this is the restart of the company in November. So both ships will they're here in Antarctica, actually right out here in the beautiful glacier. Both ships will be here, and we start in earnest our new season when we get back to Ushuaia on November the 21st. So.
And this is the first of your ships, World Traveler, which is also down here as the second, and you have others coming now, right?
Yes, the Navigator, which we're on right now, we took possession of her in 2020. And then we just started sailing her and the water in August of 2021. And so she had somewhat of a stunted season, but now we're restarting both of them. We took possession of our newest ship, Traveler, in October, just this past October. And so we now have two beautiful ships that will be sailing the world in most polar regions. So we're an expedition type product. So both ships will be here doing expeditions from November through March. And then in April, both ships will head towards Europe. Then one ship will head to the Arctic and do the Arctic. The other ship will do the traditional Med and the Greek Isles. And so we're really excited about having both the yacht style expedition product and also the yacht style cruise product as well.
Wonderful. So you have a pretty long history in the cruise industry, including about 20 years at Oceania Cruises. How would you define this product, Atlas Voyages, versus really anything else that's on the market right now?
Well, the expedition market right now is very hot. There's lots of interest in this part of the world. Lots of people want to go and explore the expedition space, right? So I think this product itself is a little bit different from other products out there. When I say yacht style expeditions, this ship and this company makes expeditions more accessible to those who maybe didn't want or the heavy trekking. Because when you think of Antarctica, you're thinking you're going to have to trek and you're going to have ice picks. And this product, it takes people to the farthest reaches of the world in style and grace, and allows guests a more intimate style experience, more as if you chartered your own yacht and you're coming on board. You get to know the expedition team a little bit closer. You get to know the chefs, the captain. And so this environment with only 184 guests in the expedition space gives people that opportunity to get to know one another, get to know the crew and staff, and also allows you to do more landings a day than some of the larger ships itself. So I think in that respect, it sets us a bit apart from some of the competition. Where we're positioned in the market is more of like upper premium type expedition product. We have a beautiful ship. I'm sure you can attest to. It is all luxury. The accommodations, the appointments of the ship, the beauty of the ship, you feel like you are on your own private yacht. And then to be able to go to some of these beautiful places and just be awed by nature, that coupled with the ship and the friendly service and the style of yachting that we give people, I think gives people a sense of nature in a more comfortable, relaxed way.
And the ship, the product itself is really focused, I guess, more on the destination than on the ship. You mentioned you don't have like a dozen restaurants or rock climbing walls or whatever. It's really, it's about comfort and getting there. And yet you're on an expedition, but you don't feel like you're trekking it or something like that. So how does this, how will you be marketing this? How will you try to get this message to the market?
Well, I think with our price point, it makes it accessible to not only the luxury guests, but also the premium guests who maybe want more of a intimate style cruise experience with less guests on board. And I think the price point allows them to actually get into a more of a luxury product, but at a upper premium price. So the way we market the ship is simply a yacht style expedition product where you're coming on, it's very yacht casual. There's no pretenses, and it's a very authentic experience for the guest and the crew and staff itself.
You had mentioned the difference in the price point between a all-out luxury product versus what you're selling here, which seems quite large. What is the difference in that?
Yeah. Well, every product's different and everybody has different price points, but some of the ultra luxury products that are here, which are great products in themselves, there's a product out there for everyone. A lot of their price points start over the $1,000 range per person per day at say $1,200 to $1,500. Our price point's going to start right now for this season anywhere from $750 to $950 per person per day. So you can actually see the difference there. We have an all-inclusive onboard experience. So when you get on board, the dining is all-inclusive. The premium pours are all-inclusive in the price. And the fact that we don't have 6 open seating dining restaurants or the multiple bars and lounges does 2 things. One, it makes it more of an intimate experience. And again, it is like chartering your own yacht for yourself. But it also gives us the opportunity to be very creative in menu design. So every day you're in the restaurant, there is a different type menu in the dining experience. So you're going to get the dining options that you would normally get in if you had 6 open seating dining restaurants, but you're going to get that on board this ship in our dining room and get a more intimate experience.
I believe the company actually started in 2019, right?
Correct.
Which is obviously the worst time to do almost anything in the travel industry. But at the same time, it seems that COVID has changed the world and changed travelers, changed the mentality. And in a sense, as I've heard people say, it accelerated a number of trends. And it seems as if you're actually a little better positioned now than you may have been. How would you say the market has changed since that period?
Well, I think in a pre-pandemic world where everyone was traveling, people had been to these places many, many times. So they were looking at very exotic options of where have I not been? Where do I want to go? And I think what happened post-pandemic is people really wanted to connect with the world again. They wanted to connect with each other. And so some of the places, like for myself, I don't even know how many times I've actually been to Rome. But post-pandemic, I wanted to reconnect with that space. I wanted to go to these places that I've been. I want to take my family there and show them, because you have a different appreciation for the world coming out of a pandemic, right? So, what we've done is we've created our itineraries to kind of meet the moment, and that is mixing marquee ports with boutique ports. And what I mean by that, the marquee ports, the ones you really want to connect with again. You may have been to Rome or Istanbul, or been to London or Denmark. You may have been to these places before, but we now mix those marquee ports with special boutique ports that only yachts can actually get to. So we give the people the option to reconnect, and we also give the option for them to have their port collectors out in the world where they have a map on their wall and they want to go to all these different places. We give them a mix of those types of destinations.
So I know your basic marketing strategy is key. The travel agent community is key to that. How are you seeing the future in the next few months, next year or so? That we're seeing there's always speculation about the economy. We really never know what's going to happen. But how are you seeing things going forward? Is it looking good? Are things picking up? Is the recognition getting out there and so forth?
I think so. Our relationship with the travel advisor community is extremely important to me and to the company. I started my career on the travel advisor side of the business, so I know that side of the business. And so being on this side of the business, a healthy, profitable relationship with the travel advisor community is important to the survival of a company. So we're really engaged in really forging those bonds with our travel partners. But I think also just in a post-pandemic world, like we were just discussing, that the travel advisor role has become even more important these days because people are looking to them for information that they may not be readily available just on the internet. They want the advice. They want the advice of a travel advisor who's experienced, knows these products, and can give them really authentic information that makes their travel planning even better. So.
Yeah, and it's a time when I guess more than ever, there's a security element that when you travel, you need to know for sure what you need to do, where you need to go, and if things change quickly and so forth. I think we've covered most of what we need to cover today, sir. It was very, very an honor speaking to you. Thank you so much. Great pleasure being on the ship, and hope to see you again soon.
Thank you very much. It was my pleasure.